This is Elden Ring, one of the most difficult games ever created, notorious for taking over 100 hours to beat and causing literal brain damage. And I'm gonna be beating it for the first time ever, in school. Oh god.
I got into Elden Ring for a little bit. I didn't.
It's so over.
We're playing in the home option. Respect the spots from that way. I'm gonna say, what are you doing here? Yes!
I'm just writing an essay right now.
He's writing an essay.
You're allowed to play in the home.
Holy crap.
He can go through walls.
By the time I arrived at school, the reality of the challenge began to set in.
So we're in school, and I got no experience on this so far. All right, we need a good name. What you thinking?
Chavo.
Chavo?
That is not how you spell it. What is bro playing?
Elden Ring.
Bro's playing Elden Ring top.
Unlike beating Minecraft in school, beating Elden Ring would be much harder, where I had to beat 13 of the hardest bosses in all of gaming. And this isn't even one of them.
That's a whole bunch period gone in. I ain't even done nothing.
And on top of that, I only have 9 days to beat it before my high school ends early next week, meaning that it's also finals week. The one rule being that I'm only allowed to progress in school. And if I'm unable to beat the game by then, my friend gets to tase me. Like with a taser, I might be cooked.
It's gonna look like you're good here.
I'm beating something in class.
At this point, it was already the last period of the day, and I had gotten literally nowhere. So I opted to go to the first boss I knew of, Mark.
You should not be fighting him right now. What do you mean?
It can't be that one. It can't be that one.
Before fighting him, an average player should be at least level 25, but I was still level 0, which proved to be an issue.
Piss me off.
Bro, what you mean? You want to touch my lead?
Heroes never die.
If heroes never died, then yes, it's a civilian.
Despite not making much progress, the challenge of playing in school wasn't that hard, until eventually my teacher noticed the massive gaming PC on my desk. And safe to say, he wasn't pleased.
Store it. Store it. Store it?
Yeah.
Play your video games out in the hallway.
I'm just writing an essay right now.
He's writing an essay.
This guy's an odd, bro.
Clearly, he doesn't want me to succeed at Elden Ring.
So this is like the hardest boss, right?
No, there's so much harder. Like the easiest one took like 5 minutes.
Easiest one?
Easy.
We had a problem. Day 1 was over and I hadn't even beaten the first boss. If I was gonna have a chance at winning, I needed a plan.
Objectively, respectively, is Dover, okay? I think it's time for a study arc.
And after watching over 30 YouTube videos and reading far too many Reddit posts, oh my gosh,
I got it.
I arrived at the perfect strategy.
Chat, we might be cooking. I managed to find a speedrun guide, and it might be what saves us.
What if instead of weight training, we called it freaky training?
After deadlifting 495 pounds using the power of friendship, it was time to head to the library and lock the hell in.
Chat, we're in. 6 minutes left, okay.
To keep up with the speedrun guide I was using, I had to get the Ice Rind Hatchet, an extremely powerful weapon.
We're at Hogwarts.
After that, I had to go through Ray Lucaria, which would eventually take me to Lava Manor, the location of the Ash of War I needed. But first, there's a character I should introduce.
He's not getting that past rapid gun.
This is Matt, and he's the guy who's gonna tase me if I lose.
When you lose.
Bro. And he's also the reason I look both ways when crossing the street.
Not level, doesn't know how to play the game. Doesn't even have a good weapon. No armor, no weapon.
No bitch.
That's over, guys. Got presentations today. Time to work on my slideshow.
Kiss me right now.
Oh my god.
Not you. Fuck off. Yeah, not everything is about you, bitch.
I'm making a presentation.
No, you aren't. Dude, we actually have to work on that.
I am.
Despite what it looks like, dying here actually takes me straight to Volcano Manor.
We're here in Lava Manor.
Show you guys some ideas, but you ought to be able to talk about the thing that you've been doing for the last month and a half. A little bit.
Got off some bridge cutscene for no reason. I just gotta make this jump.
And then, the worst thing possible happened. This jump. In the guide I was following, this jump was essential to make my weapon strong enough to keep progressing. But no matter how many times I tried, I couldn't make it.
What the Sigma?
And then I realized they removed it. I was so cooked. If I wasn't able to follow the strategy, there wouldn't be enough time to beat a game like Elden Ring. I should have done more research before following a guide that turned out to be 2 years old. The tasing was inevitable. I could already feel it. But if I was gonna get tased anyway, I couldn't just give up. So I spent the rest of the night looking for an alternate route to the item, and I found it. Only problem was, it was behind the hardest jump in the game. And on top of that, it was already Instead of taking the normal simple route, which was just an easy jump, I had to take a completely different route, where I had to perfectly do 5 button inputs in a row at the right time in order to make a barely possible Neo jump. And then I have to do it a second time in a row. Finally, I have to scale up a massive wall looking precise directions at the right time, dodge past a long route of enemies who are all 50 levels higher than me, do parkour while things are shooting at me, all that, except every time I die, I have to make a long ass run back from my spawn point. And then finally, I can reach the Ash of War. And if it wasn't bad already, Matt showed up.
Bro, I didn't even your eyes. No, I'm not. I think I have ops.
Bro is good. I'm gonna be so happy when I'm able to tase you.
Guys,
Because I know you're actually making it past Radion.
why is it jumping, bro? Alright, Matt, ask me if I lose. Ask me if I lose.
Would you lose?
Nah, I'd win.
Did you actually make it?
I told you. Ask me if I lose. Ask me if I lose. You're touched. You're done. Okay. Oh, yes, it's grass.
Oh, I know the spot.
Oh. Oh, shit. They're gonna get one shot, bro. I don't even know if I'm the right way. Are you fucking kidding? I can't fix it. It was that way. It was that way. It's so over.
So over, you guys are gonna get tased.
I can't get tased.
Balls and ass.
Here's the thing, I was already heavily behind, and if I wasn't able to make the jump today, my chances of winning would be near 0, and I would most definitely be tased. So with 1 period left in the day, and an Oposaurus Rex of a teacher, I had to lock in.
He's locked in, he's locked in.
Tell me I'm getting tased.
No way!
You should follow us.
Oh my god, he's going feral.
Chat. This might be it.
Come on. Watch out for the arrows.
Legit just played Elden Ring in class.
You gotta win.
Bro's got the whole game.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
He's gooning.
We got it. It was late, but we got it. The rest of the day would be light, but then my teacher awoke.
Play your games out the hallway.
I'm about to.
Respect this costume that way. I'm gonna say, what are you doing? Or yes.
I should have hit like 2 more buttons, and I'm done.
Is he allowed to play in the hall?
Probably.
But that actually wasn't a bad idea. So I decided to ask my teacher head on if I could play in the hallway.
Playing in the hall an option.
Alright,
Chat, this isn't real. The teacher's ignoring me. This can't be real. Chat. Obviously, the teacher's ignoring me. Okay. I might just.
Day 4 came much faster than anticipated, so I had to move fast. I started by applying the Ash of War and upgrading my axe to level 6. This was necessary because when I returned to Lava Manor, I had to fight and win my first boss fight, and it was a lot harder than I anticipated.
Maybe they did debuff it.
The fight revealed a massive issue with my gameplay. Since the guide came out, the main weapon of choice had been heavily debuffed. I could slip by now, but eventually this would prove to be catastrophic.
Nope.
Bro's strapped. He just stays strapped all times. See, teacher just said, don't do it. Don't do it.
I was struggling, but I did know one thing though. It can bleed, meaning that it can be killed. You see the difference between me and this boss? Is it had to get lucky every time, but I only had to get lucky once.
Do you see that? Do you see that shit?
I might be a little bit mad right now. My success was guaranteed. It was only a matter of time, and eventually, I got it.
Oh yeah, baby.
I beat it, but there was no time to celebrate. Beating this boss gave me access to the Altus Plateau, a mid-game location that would be very helpful later. But right now, I'm behind, like really behind. Out of the 13 bosses, I haven't beaten a single one. And I'm already on day 4, and I'm barely leveled. I can't win. Except if I break the game. See, during some late night research from the day before, I found a way to skip past the first 7 bosses of Elden Ring. I'd still have to deal with the rest, which wouldn't be easy. But with this, I would at least have a chance. So basically, there's a feature known as Wrong Warp, and here's how you do it. I start by taking a specific teleportation gate, which takes me to an observation area near Crumbling Azula. But after that, I have to quickly fast travel back to the round table. But instead of actually arriving, I have to close my game perfectly on the exact frame that the loading bar hits 100%, and then pray to God that this wasn't patched too.
Chad, this is a moment of a lifetime. Really at work.
And if it's all done correctly, when I rejoin, I should end up on Crumbling Farum Azula.
Great. That's insane.
And with that, the first 7 bosses had been skipped. Despite the massively low odds, I made it. But you see, it was only going to get harder from here. The recommended level for this area was at least level 120. And I was level 16. This meant that I would have low health and my attacks would do practically nothing.
And then, like, we walk in there. His grandpa's just got a golden AK just chilling there.
What?
But now it's time to head towards Elden Ring's most hated boss, the Godskin Duo.
What are y'all doing?
No, other way.
Help me, bro. I need to get out of high school now.
After traveling past the enemies who could already one-shot me, I approached the boss room.
We're in, bro.
Oh, you're in, okay.
We're cooked. This will be one of the hardest people I face. I don't want to die, bro.
So good. You're dead already?
Dead, almost instantly. You see, not only is the duo a high level, but there's two of them, and they can respawn multiple times. And there was no way to skip these guys too. Either I beat this boss soon, or my run dies.
There's two of them.
I think you died. Dude, I'd one-shot this. I've never put a hell in.
Objectively, I might be screwed.
Yeah.
It might be all over. I don't know what to do.
He's fucked. He's like literally so fucked.
Objectively.
Not objectively, he's just fucked.
Now, even though my axe was almost max level, it wasn't doing crap.
What was your axe?
9.
So I made the tough decision to start a completely new build, taking advantage of the bleed dagger known as Reduvia, which had the ability to shoot close range splurges and take percentages of an enemy's health after a while. But still, this would take a fair amount of time. And if I wanted to stay on a pace where it was even plausible to beat the game, I needed to beat the duo today. To level up faster, I started by spending nearly half an hour killing a brain dead dragon.
So glad I figured it this way.
Bro is not moving.
Arcane is probably the best move.
I then went around collecting somber shards to upgrade my dagger to something at least usable.
It's gonna be better than the axe, but it's not gonna beat the game.
But with time running out, I had to settle on fighting the duo now.
Not that one.
Okay, that actually does really good damage.
It was difficult, but I was getting close. I knew that I could beat it.
Yeah, but he sucks at this.
Oh, you're dead.
I want to try with the summon one time.
Okay.
I ended up letting Matt try a couple of times, but eventually I realized he was only playing so he could try to waste away more of my time.
I'm not used to your tiny health pool. Guys, I swear I'm an Elden Ring player too. What class did you guys in? I have math.
Said I can go.
I never asked.
Attempt after attempt went by, until finally, the day ended. This was really bad. After the weekend, I would only have 4 days left, and I was on dog water pace. I did have a period after this, but that was with the teacher who already was pissed at me. And I knew if I tried to play then, he would crash out. And I figured I'd save that for a later day.
I'll go for the somber stones. That's like my only shot. Then, you know, hopefully I can beat it really quick next time. Till then.
Now, I didn't really know what to do. The day ended.
But now, it's the weekend. See, personally, I'm screwed. I made a diagram on what bosses I need to beat each day in order to win. And so far, I'm already behind, because day 5 is gone. So not only am I doubled up on day 9, which is the last day, with the 2 final bosses, but now I have to fight the duo on the same day as Maliketh. Yeah, so morale's a little low. I spent a little while trying to figure out where the best spot to get tased was. Not here. But the more I thought about it, one thing gave me hope. Listen, okay, if Cenat can beat the game, anyone can. Right? Like, guys, if that cornball can beat it, this should be light. And Kai, if you're watching this, that's kind of fan behavior, not gonna lie. That was a joke. That was a joke. We chill. We chill. Don't worry. We friends, though. Bro. We friends, bro. Bro. Kai Cenat, please collab.
I started day 6 by looking for more of the upgrade shards while I was in my first class of the day, Spanish.
Usted es Elden Ring.
Then quickly I made my way back to the first boss of the game to test out my new weapon. And I smacked the absolute crap out of Margit, the Opolopagus. Now that I knew I had motion, I went back to try my odds again against the duo. I tried again, and again, and again, until eventually, I got my most insane run yet. Even though I didn't win in Clase de Español, I now knew I could defeat the duo, El Tadeo. And that's what brought me to gym class.
It's over. I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
I'm gonna tase you. I'm gonna tase you.
There's only one thing I've ever beat in class,
and it was not Elden Ring.
Now, normally you couldn't play games during PE because esports isn't a real sport. But because there was only 4 days left in school and I had only 2 days left of this class, my teacher didn't care that much. So I managed to set up my PC right next to a basketball hoop. This proved to be dangerous at the least.
Hey, chat, we're in gym class.
I'm gonna be a reoccurring character.
Yeah.
The man that's gonna pay instantly.
The stakes were high. To stay on track, I had to beat the duo this period, and then go on to beat an even harder boss next period.
I'm hearing a lot about Maliketh and that guy. I don't want to get tased, bro.
So to ensure my success, I immediately picked up the items necessary to craft sleeping potions,
Can we chuck those balls anywhere else? Is that like we're in a gym or something?
which would be able to temporarily distract one of the bosses while I dealt with the other one. And now I had the fight of my life while dodging IRL attacks from rogue basketballs.
Guys, this is the most dangerous place I could be in right now.
It's so over. You're almost there.
Attempt after attempt went by, and finally, I had what seemed to be my best run yet.
This is the scary part. Bro, stop moving! What the hell? You should grab barrel in HP. Are you fucking serious? There we go.
Does it count?
You did it?
I died right beforehand.
You got it.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I beat the Godskin Duo!
That's like the nerdiest thing I've ever done.
Legit, nobody cared.
By nearly singular frames, I had barely managed to take down the Godskin Duo. With boss 8 out of 13 defeated, it was time to move on to what many consider to be one of the hardest bosses in Elden Ring. Number 9, Maliketh.
No, are you serious, bro? Okay.
Go.
You're like practically there.
Will I first try this guy?
You're not. I don't even know if you're gonna get the second phase. First phase is super easy.
Alright, chat.
No, because head-on touches less damage, dumbass.
Man, how am I alive?
And he smacked the absolute crap out of me. Like, instantly.
Are we leaving?
Alright, it might be over, bro.
Eventually, I had to head to my next class, but I continued to keep trying. However, after a while, it became obvious that I couldn't beat Maliketh yet. I was nowhere even close. Even some people who played Elden Ring consistently couldn't do better than me with such a low-level character.
I've officially done more damage than all of them. It might be better than me. See, that's my best friend yet.
Then I was on to the final class of the day, forensics.
I'll move left and right, you move forward and backwards, okay?
Hey, bro.
Yeah?
English or Spanish?
Baby, you got something in your nose. Sniffing that K, did you feel the hole? Hope you find me.
I then let one more person try to see if it was only hard for me.
So, he likes opening, but...
Bo, I think he died. He might be better than me.
It wasn't. Although he didn't make it farther than me, Bo ended up being a big help.
Surprisingly, we've been getting a lot of bleed.
This is Bo, and he advised me to go around killing certain bosses that I was already strong enough for. I started by getting my revenge on the Tree Sentinel at the beginning of the game, and then went on to kill Godfrey for his Great Rune, which would boost my stats whenever I used a rune on him. Then, I headed over to the Godskin Noble. Although it was easier than the duo, it was still a pain. Somehow, I ended up with an entire hype squad, and the teacher in this class hadn't even noticed yet.
Let's go!
Yeah, he has to beat it before school ends or he gets tased.
I just needed that for money, man.
Good luck with this Godskin Duo. You already beat them. He's on Maliketh.
Bo then told me to go fight the Godskin Noble in a second location. I guess there's 2 of them now.
Oh, there.
Twin blades are great in every way of the game.
Bro, he's at 20 health and I died. It's mimic tier too much.
No, mimic tier is not too much. It's just the stuff you have to do to get to
The
him.
reason being to collect more runes to help me upgrade, but also to get this weapon, the Godskin Peeler.
Class of War, there's gonna be a bunch of black flame around you and a ton of damage. My first playthrough, I beat in 30 hours.
The reason being that Bo wanted me to make a completely new build, and this was a dilemma. The item would be significantly stronger than my current one, and its ability would make the rest of the game a lot easier. However, by the time I finished upgrading it, I could lose up to 2 days, especially because I had already used most of the accessible somber stones at this point. So I decided to stick with my current dagger. However, looking back, this was a mistake.
Alright, ask me if I lose. Would you lose? No, I'd win. Okay, wait. Point it back at me.
I started day 7 by making my way underneath the map to a place called the Siofa River. Goal today was to get the Mimic Tear. This was an essential item that lets me clone a less stronger version of myself. I can then use it to distract Maliketh while I hit him from the back, at least until his second phase. Yeah, he's got 2. However, to reach the Mimic Tear, you have to complete a long quest, and I did not have time for that. Maliketh had to be beaten today, so I began to look for a teleport skip that can bring me straight to the Mimic Tear boss fight. At some point I found one, but only one. And nearly every single comment pointed out that this skip had already been patched a long time ago. But one comment stood out. Still works. Go to the waterfall in the same area. Get killed by the octopus thing.
Wait for loading bar to get just about 100%, then quit. Alt F4 on PC.
Load the game again, then you'll be right in front of the boss fight. This was my chance, and I took it.
I watch it. It did, in fact, not work.
I attempted this multiple times, waiting for it to work.
So insane.
And finally, for that first time in history, the internet didn't tell the truth. What? No. There was one other way though. Using the method I used earlier to get to Crumbling Azula, if I used a different portal, I could wrong warp to the Mimic Tear fight instead. But first, I needed another imbued sword key to use a warp, and the only other one that was reachable was behind the Red Wolf of Radagon, one of the bosses I originally had to defeat. So I traveled back to him. But he was light. I flipped him like a mop and wiped the floor with him. Then after getting the key, I figured I'd take down Ronaldo, a nearby boss who would give me a useful ability that lets me reallocate my stat. And because I had just switched builds, this would be necessary. I was still technically underleveled for this fight, but still, I quickly won, because I'm just like that. But now, I only had 1 period left in the day, which wouldn't be enough time to get the Mimic Tear, fully upgrade it, and beat Maliketh. Especially since to keep a pace where it's even remotely possible to win, I had to beat Maliketh in the only class where my teacher's on my ass the entire time, and thus begun the most stressful English class of my entire life.
This is the class with my #1 op. Let's see if I get away with it again. He's bro gonna crash out. I think he's gonna crash out.
Oh, he's gonna do this.
He's me biting the curb. Mr. Brian is not gonna make me bite the curb. Can you beat it for me?
I can try.
But because it was the last day, we were also in the process of writing our final essay.
I also need to type up this poem.
Oh, I'm typing on my poem right now.
I constantly try to hand the controller over to my friend in case the teacher saw, because I can't go down for this. Harvard is calling, and I can't have Elden Ring on my report card.
More likely to get crash out if it's on you, not on me. Exactly. I want to see you crash out.
I'm trying to get him in the mood, bro. Come on, get off your computer. Moment he comes over, it's in your hands.
Why me?
Let me show you how a real man is.
What the shit? Don't do this to me. No, you can't do this. No, yes, sir. Jaden was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were here.
I've always been here. No.
No way.
I make sure to always come to your class.
No way.
I haven't. You can check.
Hey, I've never missed a day. You missed plenty. I hope you die.
I think
But this ended up just causing more noise, which led to some random kid coming over to try. And I let him.
Get his ass.
Run past him. That's just the guard. No way, I already died.
But this led to the inevitable happening.
What the fuck is lying on this? Right, bro. You're so bad. Huh? No.
Oh, he's locked in.
But this is like almost the fun.
Oh, shit.
Can you try this one though? I can't beat it.
He was for real about to battle me, and I hadn't even warmed up yet, so I decided to put the PC away. I figured it'd be the safest option. Although this leaves us in a bad spot. There's too many bosses to beat in such a short amount of time that I don't know if it's even possible for me to do. So after class, I did the one thing I could think of.
Alright, so we're still technically on school campus. I need to beat him now, or else it's all over. Okay, right? This power plug over here comes in hella clutch. I've roughly like an hour before my dad takes me up after my sister's talent show. Fate has designed it this way. This is my one chance.
This is my one chance.
It was all on this. But because of the glare, it was nearly impossible to see my screen. But I kept trying.
This is the kind of vision I got.
We're so locked in.
To try to even the odds, I attempted to connect to a nearby hotspot to try to get a random player to help me win using multiplayer. As long as someone was in the same spot at the same time, they might be able to join me. But the Wi-Fi was just too dookie for it to work. Until this happened.
Why is the Wi-Fi so high? Oh, it connected. Chat or in.
However, right when it seemed possible, my dad called me to let me know he was at the school to pick me up. There was no way around it. I couldn't beat it.
We're on the way to school right now. That's it right next to me. I'm just walking towards it. Tomorrow's the last day. So legitimately, I have today and tomorrow to beat the final boss. And I've been stuck on Maliketh the entire week. I'm not really sure what I should do. I'm not gonna lie, chat, it might be over.
Although it was seeming too late, I wanted to finish this challenge giving it everything I got. So hesitantly, I continued with my original plan to get the Mimic tier. And I somehow successfully pulled off a wrong warp for the second time. But now, I was fighting the hardest thing in the game. Me. Wait a minute. I kinda assume I can't really lose here, because we're both me. Then I parkoured over some roofs and picked up the Mimic tier. However, to make it really useful, I had to go through the process of picking up everything I needed to fully upgrade it. By the time I was done, it was already lunchtime. However, that's worse than it sounds. You see, the last 2 days of school are different from the rest. That's because they're half days. That basically meant that instead of having 4 classes a day, I only had 2. And then right after lunch, you have to go home.
Alright, today is moments from ending. Got the goofy ass tape set up. Yeah. I'm hoping that the Mimic tiers will help. That's about all I really got.
Hey Jaden, when are you gonna get tased?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're not BDL.
Watch me right now. Oh, okay, second phase. Look at this, bro. This menacing ass cutscene.
And on the very first try, I got Maliketh to his second phase.
He can go through walls.
And shortly after that, I got Maliketh 3 shots from death.
Shit, bro. We had that, okay. I can beat it this time.
With 20 minutes left before lunch ended, I knew I could still make it. There was a sliver of hope. If I could beat him now, then maybe I still had a chance.
You're so lucky he didn't hit you with that. You just keep selling.
It's over. It's over.
You need help.
I need help?
Yes.
Like mental?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're stupid.
Stupid.
But the end came too fast. No! I won't let it end like this. I'm too close. Even if I don't win, even if I get tased, I'm beating Maliketh.
I got kicked out of the school. As long as I can make it to the bench and I can still be Maliketh before my mom gets here.
Time was ticking. My mom would be picking me up shortly, but I came back to the benches I had by my school and gave Maliketh everything I got. After many failed attempts, 3 days of fighting him, the boss that could very well mean the end of everything I've been working on. In the final moments before I went home.
Yes!
I beat him. Maliketh was slain. I jumped one of Elden Ring's biggest hurdles while being less than half the recommended level. Dookie weapons. Yeah, I practically had to do a no-hit run to win, but I did it. I did it. But then came day 9, the final day.
Alright, chat, we're on the final day. If I don't beat Elden Ring within the next few hours, I'm getting tased. I don't really know what I can do with the limited time I have, but I know we can do homework in gym class today. And there's a plug in that deep dark corner. Thing is, there's still 3 bosses left.
This was it. The day that everything had been leading up to. Either I'm pulling off a miracle and winning today, or I'm getting tased trying.
This man, never back down, never what?
Never give up.
That's right. That's right.
Yesterday, I picked up some spiky balls just before I went home. And this was important because I'd be attempting something stupid. Starting another new build. Because due to poor planning, I just now realized that bleed builds don't affect the final bosses. Or at least they barely do. But luckily, I already had most of the smithing stones I needed to upgrade. And after picking up a few more, I headed behind the bleachers to find the plug.
Oh, this is goofy as hell. The power plug. Okay.
And now it was time to fight Sir Gideon, the all-knowing dick. Contrary to what I heard about him, he was way harder than I thought. Gideon basically just spammed magic attacks the entire time, like a professional Smash Bros. Player.
What was that?
And even though I was doing good damage, whenever I got close to killing him, he would just detonate a literal bomb and kill me instantly.
How do you know when that's gonna happen?
And did I mention he can also heal? Getting stuck here would be super embarrassing, and I couldn't let that happen.
What he did? Oh, I'm alive? I'm alive still. I didn't realize that. Maybe. What is that? I thought I dodged it. The good version. Why'd you dodge it?
The sands of time blew in the wind, attempt after attempt, passing in but an instance. Until finally I beat him. Light work, baby.
Tarnish cannot become a lord, not even you. Shut up, bro. I just did it.
Stop. All I had done was beaten the easiest of the 4 bosses I had to beat today. Class was close to over, and after I would only have 1 period left. So speedily, I moved on to Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. A big buff king who swung around a big ass axe and had a massive lion on his back. And yeah, he's about as hard as he looks. Wait.
No, bro, it is done. It is so over. I don't know what to do, man. Maybe we can do a truce and like Radicon.
But of course, in the most stressful of moments, someone's teacher assistant came over and started yapping in my ears.
You guys play
Elden Ring?
What is it?
Elden Ring.
The only game I've ever played in my life is just Fortnite. And I played on the Switch. So bad.
On the Switch? I've tried. It's a little icky.
I feel like I'm pretty good on the Switch, but then the limiting factor is just all that lag and everything.
I don't know if I can beat this guy.
He's a bot. Yeah.
Oh, brother.
I felt bad, but I couldn't really talk in a time like this. Sir, I'm playing Elden Ring. I'll do my schoolwork later. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, there's a second phase. But even then, somehow I was here on my first try.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But this guy legit pulled a Goku. He killed the lion on his back with his bare hands.
Bro, he's not that dude.
And had the audacity to say, "Oh, I've been holding back this whole time." Man, shut your drink ass up.
Is this second phase harder?
But apparently, he wasn't lying. Because half of the phase 2 attacks have the ability to one-shot you.
Why is it not attacking me? My main too, huh? Okay, let's not do that. Oh. Another one, jump. Oh shit.
No, I thought you got hit by that.
I thought I did too.
Another one. Oh, genius.
Oh shit.
I love that move so much. That was good.
And eventually, of course, I died. But even so, this was big. It was proof I had the ability to beat him. It was just a matter of if I could beat him and the other two in time. And in what felt like an instant, I was on to my final period. Either I beat it before school ends today, or I get tased. But to be honest, my biggest worry is making a bad video. I can take the electricity straight through the veins, but the thought of all this work resulting in a mediocre video, that's what really scares me. Well, time to lock the fuck in.
I'm sorry for misleading you. I was like, okay, well, what am I gonna do?
Locking in.
Eventually, Bo came back and he was ready to coach me till the end. The only Elden Ring veteran who was actually on my side.
You got spiky balls. I told you to get spiky balls.
Woman, loser.
An extra SIM card for those? Fuck. So you're getting tased? So that means you got some.
Come on.
I want to join the Air Force.
I'm getting worse every time I fight it.
Now, even though I was getting close, I still wouldn't be strong enough for the bosses after this.
Yeah, endurance time.
So Bo had me travel around to collect more items to make me stronger, like the strength tier and some other talismans.
There we go. We have what we need. We can get out of here now. Is he gonna die, Avery?
Maybe.
Excuse me, I'm that respectfully. Oh, it's you playing. No, you're good. I thought it was him. Yeah, he's gonna die. Equip your Great Rune and get another 5 strength. So after this, you should have 57 strength.
Every LeBron needs his coach, and with this, I was ready to make my final push against Godfrey.
You gotta wait for the mimic to attack first. I mean, he's gonna do the attacks that we're right now. Let's go. Okay, so
I did it. I did it. But celebrating could wait. Time was running out, and I was on to the 2 final and hardest bosses of the game. And the worst part is, it's 2 in a row, basically meaning that there is no break in between them. No way to get my health pots or my mimic tier back. And if I die on the second one, I have to fight the first one again. And I'm still not even half the recommended level for this place.
It's the basic. If you're gonna do a low level run or a challenge run, this is the minimum amount you need. You can tell, like, if you can dodge and not get hit, you're fine.
Okay. We got this. This is Radagon.
He's not getting that past Radagon.
I'm gonna be so happy when I'm able to tase you. Because I know your ass ain't making it past Radagon.
Somehow, I was here. After everything that had happened, it couldn't be for nothing. It couldn't be in vain.
See, second, he can get aggressive. He can get really aggressive. He can get it really. See?
Now, Radagon isn't like other girls. I couldn't just get lucky. I had to learn his attacks as best I could and be able to predict his movements for it to even be kind of winnable. So I had to move fast.
You do enough damage to kill him. The only thing is you gotta now learn his attack pattern. Like, you see that? He's gonna teleport right in front of my face. No, it's gonna stay there.
Why does this? There's so much to learn here.
Hit him while he's in the air. Don't forget that.
I had gotten some great runs in, getting Radagon extremely low, but none were as good as this one. Finally, the boss I'd been dreaming about for weeks. I was here. The Elden Beast.
Elden Beast is kind of too unpredictable. If he decides to go with all faith attacks, run past him. Don't even attack. Don't even attack. Just run past him. You're gonna want to stagger him as soon as possible. You're gonna do that. See, this game is easy if he decides to be. If he decides to be annoying.
one's dodgeable just because it's available. That one's the one that nobody can dodge.
But I failed. There was a little time left though. Even though I died, I still had 25 minutes left in class. If I got a good run soon, really soon, and wasted no time, I could still do it. I still had a chance. When I first started, I didn't even think this was possible. But now that I'm here, so close, nothing can stop me.
How do I know where he's gonna teleport me?
You don't. You're only gonna get tased. You get killed by. You always dodge yourself.
Tell, my teacher showed up. He hadn't checked over here the past few days, so I guess I figured he wouldn't now. But my teacher walked over and came face to face with me playing Elden Ring in the middle of class.
I don't know how to dodge.
Elden Ring.
Oh yeah. I got into Elden Ring for a little bit. It didn't hold me as much as Skyrim or one of those did, but like
Skyrim was good.
But bro was actually mad chill. Like he started rooting me on. It was crazy.
Yeah, he needs to beat the game today.
Oh, you get tased?
Yeah, he's on the final boss.
Oh really? Oh dude, this is fun.
Oh. Jump.
Well, it kind of is.
He's gonna grab you.
Oh. What? Oh god. Oh.
Can I live that?
No, you can't.
Oh, I can, but like the lore was nonsense. And just like, I'm like,
You haven't listened to the lore. The lore is great.
I love the lore about the sword.
The lore about the sword is crazy.
It's like
okay, that might
nobody could die.
I'm playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That's basically all I'm doing right now.
I mean, it's like that, but way harder.
Yes. It is way harder. Ooh. Oh. That hurt me.
Now he does teleport? That's insane.
No way.
After dying to Radagon a few more times, I ended up beating him, and I was back onto the Elden Beast.
When you think he's dead, he just another boss.
You know you're being killed, you just spin in a circle. Oh shit.
Yeah, another boss.
Oh no.
This was it. My last chance. This was the book definition of the perfect way to beat Elden Ring in school. I was surrounded by Theo, my coach, the teacher, some random student, and I fought the most important boss fight of my entire life.
Run behind him. Run behind him.
Oh no, he's back.
This is the only boss where you feel like you should be able to use it. Listen, get out the way. Unlocking right.
Oh no!
Hop. Taking it to go. I told you that.
So many times I was close to death. So many times it seemed like I would fail this challenge. But finally, I was here. Finally, I died. And there was only 5 minutes left in class. I got desperate. I got so desperate. It can't end like this. It can't. I kept coming back to Radagon, scrambling for another chance, another opportunity to win.
So I said you run to the side. Instead of getting levels, you get damage negation.
But it was over, and the final bell rang, marking the end of school and the end of the challenge.
Follow me.
What are we doing? Gotta get back to Elden Ring.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that.
Holy crap. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, chat. It's on the big auditorium. We got access to the school auditorium. Holy crap.
Somehow, I'm not sure how, but somehow Theo got me access to the school's auditorium, where the school performs and does assemblies. It was surreal. I was the first person in my school, no, probably the world, to do this, to play Elden Ring on their school's auditorium's projector.
You know, I pulled some strings from my boy, just like that. #1 bestie. I'm just that guy.
He definitely slept with the principal.
Not letting him get tased, no matter what.
Let's go. Bro, this is so cool. Hey, YouTube. Oh my gosh.
I didn't even have a choice at this point. I had to win. As long as no one kicked us out, this was fair game, and I was still in school. All right, ready? Let's do this.
Here we go. She turned them off.
Oh wow. Oh my god.
Here we go, chat.
Ready. He's ready.
No. And now this is the point where I realize just because it's on the big screen doesn't mean I'm gonna win. I still had to go home. In fact, there was only 1 hour left until I had to. And trust me, I would die a lot more, and time dwindled fast.
Here we go, chat.
Lock in, bro. You only have an hour left.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. No.
What the hell? Bro is tweaking.
Oh, I didn't think about that. It's over.
I love that CJ has no idea what we're actually doing here.
Bro, why is he suddenly doing that?
I still didn't tell him what we were doing. I just asked if I could use it.
The first thing he told me was not to bump the table.
My hand slipped. Alright, now it's really bad if I don't beat it here. What? Why did he go for me?
And she was the person who's supposed to supervise us, but she wasn't here. So I was like, all right, can you just let me in and set it up?
It's crazy. Hey, if Cenat could do it, why can't I? Bro.
I just told her we were recording a video. She has no idea it's Elden Ring.
Okay, we got this. It's not over yet.
That was good job. Good job.
He's not gonna make it. Oh, he's not.
He's pacing. He's scared. Pondering to himself. He regrets all his life choices right now. He's trying to look strong. He's trying to look confident.
He's gonna tase this shot. He's not gonna make it.
Oh yeah.
He's not.
He's not. He's gonna get tased. For sure. Keep telling yourself that, pal.
Okay. Already? Stop running. Shut up, bro. I still got time.
I'm not making it.
But maybe he was right. Maybe I'm not gonna make it. Might just be a hopeful, yet tragic ending.
Oh, my arms are so too much Elden Ring. Broken in 2 push-ups.
Bro's locked in right now.
Bro, 2 more push-ups than he did. Keep going. It's over, Matt. What? Yeah,
Everyone was against me. And the only person who was actually on my side was off doing a side quest, bro.
That's eerie. Giving Matt that spotlight. He can stand right there and watch his doom.
Let's go. This is the second time it fell.
Matthew, how do you feel about Jaden breaking your phone?
I'm gonna kill the man IRL now.
You hear that, Jaden? You're gonna get tased twice.
In the balls? What? How can he do that, bro? Bro, Matt, do you have any tips off cam?
Look at that guy. This man will never win. This man said he was gonna be better than me at Elden Ring, but that's never gonna happen. Look at this poor performance. This guy sucks. She killed him. The only good POV. I'm enjoying watching Jaden suffer. Look at this loser. He's failing over there.
Throughout Elden Ring and Earth, I alone am the honorable one.
Jade, what do you want to say to your adoring fans?
Ask me if I lose. Ask me if I lose. Ask me if I lose.
Would you lose?
Nah. I'd win.
Corny ass mother.
Chat, vote on it now. Should it be his balls or his nipples or his neck?
Oh yeah, you should take a poll.
Jade, no one believes in you right now. What is that, bro? Like, I can't dodge it.
That screen. I've been seeing him do that over and over again. No one will believe in this man.
Shout out, Nick Show.
POV is over.
Okay.
Pathetic. You are pathetic.
You can't see the flashbacks.
I sat there, dreams fading before my eyes. Weeks of hard work, hundreds of attempts. It was all crumbling down. A game I tried to learn so fast. The Rome that I built in a day was now on life support. I can't lose here! But tricks, flukes, luck, they won't save me this time. Only God can now.
Everything that you thought had meaning. Every hope, dream, or moment of happiness. None of it matters as you lie bleeding out on a battlefield. None of it changes what a fleeting rock does to a bullet's body. We all die. But does that mean lives are meaningless? Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all. The courageous fallen, the anguish fallen. Their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them. And as we ride certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us. Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world. My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers rage! They're gonna choose you, Jaden. They're gonna want Jaidenstandley to win this. So don't let them down.
Bro, stop running!
That was the one!
I kept dying though, over and over, time flying by, till eventually I got a text. It was my mom, and she was outside, ready to pick me up. Maybe I had enough time for one more, but at this point, with how things had been going, it was pointless. It was over. I lost. But no, I may fail time and time again, but I won't give up. I'll keep going until my last breath. If I lose, it won't be from endurance, but from weakness. One last go, one last time, everything on the line.
It's gonna be this one. I can feel it in my body.
Alright, I get my one more try. Theo, what's happening?
might just be it. This might just be it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That boy's not being tased.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
Look at him. Thank you, Lord.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you did it, bro.
I pray for you.
Thank you.
My mom texted me an hour ago.
Oh man. We did it. Chat, we did it. If I didn't win that one, it would have been over. Yo, I'm the Elden Lord or something. Whatever that is.
Victory is ours. That's Jaden sitting on the throne right now.
That's me right now.
That's him.
That was insane. We did it.
We did it. Finally.
Let's go.
And obviously I still got straight A's.